Hi, and welcome to Math 141 summer course. And I just wanted to give you a quick little walkthrough. My name is Roberta Pardo, and I am your instructor for this course. And I want to just give you, again, just a quick little overview of how to navigate and some of the things to look for as you're working through this particular course. One of the things when you open up the course, all these modules are going to be open for you, or at least expanded, excuse me, expanded for you, and that might seem a little overwhelming. You'll also notice that some of them are grayed out. Those that are grayed out is those that are not available until certain dates. So again, they will only unlock at certain times. The other thing you'll notice that within the module, things that are bolded or darkened, if you will, that means they are currently available. You'll also notice these open circles. That means that there are things that you need to make sure that you do. Um, and then what it is that they're asking you to do. So I'm asking you to mark this particular file thing as done. You need to contribute to these discussion boards, submit certain assignments. Um, the module, whatever the name is, it's telling you to complete all items, and those are those items. This is also why you do not want to navigate using the to-do list, because the to-do list doesn't only gives you the things quote to do, but not all of the other very important information. So like the mark is done is not within this to-do list, and that would mess you up in terms of moving on to the next module when it opens, because this was not in your to-do list. The other thing to make sure you are doing is using either a laptop or desktop, so an actual computer when you're navigating the course. Using a phone makes it very challenging to do not only the math work and some of the web pages that I have you navigate to, but also you're missing very important information. You want to make sure, if you were using your phone, make sure you're actually into the course and not just navigating from the front page or the dashboard page. Once you're in the course, you can collapse all of these modules so that you don't have to seem so overwhelmed and just open up the ones that you need. And so right now, the Getting Started module will be the one that we're working through to begin with. A couple of things, so you would read these things. There is not a requirement on these until you get to the submitting a PDF file. You'll notice again the open circle. You'll also notice that it does give you instructions in terms of what is required within that. So if I were to go to the submitting a PDF for assignments. All assignments, excuse me, need to be in a PDF format. One of the easiest ways to do that is by using something like a Cam scanner or Adobe Scan for your phone. Or you can use Google Drive or Pages on iPhone devices. Here are just some videos that can be helpful, although there are a whole bunch of other videos that you can look up on YouTube if these don't work for you. Notice at the bottom, before you go to the next, you want to make sure you click the mark as done. This is something that you have done. You've become familiar with this a little bit. And then you can go on to either the next item on the list, or you can go back to home if you want to and navigate through the module in this manner. Notice that when we marked as done, we got a green check mark here. This also triggered at the top a red circle with a line through it, indicating that there are other things within the module that also need to be completed. Once all of these things have green check marks and May 29th has occurred, this will now darken and you are able to start working within lesson one. Okay, so this is not a self-paced course as you read in the syllabus. This is monitored on a regular basis, so you're interacting with the information on a regular basis. A couple other things to make note of. You will also be using Pearson to purchase an access code. If you purchase the access code, when you read about that in the syllabus, if you purchase the access code through the links here in Canvas, it's a little less expensive than if you purchase it at the bookstore. That is the only requirement in terms of purchasing materials for this course. Everything else you can either print out or you could print also on campus, but essentially for free. There's a very, very minimal cost if you go over the number of allotted pages that they have for you. Also, the tutoring center is available during the summer months. You can click in here and find out a little bit more about their summer hours and how to access the virtual library or math help, and also going on to campus as well. And then the other thing, which is you can contact me via Canvas at any time through Canvas Messenger. You can also put questions into the virtual office hour. The virtual office hour is a great tool because you can reply to this discussion board, put in your question, and myself or perhaps some other student that knows the answer can answer the questions and get pretty quick help with that. There is also going to be an additional way we can also set up virtual tutoring through Zoom. There'll be an announcement for that once class starts. I strongly encourage you for the virtual office hour that you do click the subscribe icon over here on the upper right hand side, so that if there's a question posted in here and or an answer, you will get a notification indicating that some activity has been on this virtual office hour. One other thing that I want you to take note is that you will be working in teams. So when you meet your core group, you're going to want to get to know people in your group. Assignments are required. There are several different versions. You can different things that you'll know about. You can read about those in the syllabus. Um, you can use the group area that is within Canvas, and that can be done over here in the global area. It can be accessed through people. Those are two different ways. You can also use a Google Chat because everybody has a Google email. The maricopa.edu is a Google account, and so you have Google Chat. Google Chat is also another way that you can reach me if it's a quick question, or you can also just use people's email addresses. You can also create your own chat if you want to use some other group messaging that you want to use. Completely up to you. Things that are, if you will, sanctioned by the college are best, but you may use other ways of communicating with your team throughout the summer. Um, I encourage group interaction, not only just on group assignments, but also on other, just helping each other out in working on homework. I encourage homework help with each other, asking questions, as many questions. The biggest thing is don't wait till the last minute. It is a summer course, so it moves fairly quickly, but there is time to reflect and time to ask for help with each other. So please make sure that you are doing that as you move through the course. As always, please let me know if you have any questions, and I'm looking forward to working with you as we work through this summer course.